everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
Group number 1, let's go ahead and dive into your reading and find out how you're going to be surprising yourself in this lifetime. How will my group number 1s be surprising themselves this lifetime? Okay. How will my group number 1s be surprising themselves this lifetime? Group number 1, how you will surprise yourself in this lifetime could have something to do with some form of teaching methods or a recipe, but this is most primarily in relation to other people and bringing them together. This could be about a community. For some of you, this could be about a discovery. I'm getting very specifically someone traveling to a certain place, and this creates a trend of some sort, or this opens up the floodgates in some way. Maybe this is land untouched or land undiscovered. Okay, Christopher Columbus. Well, hopefully you're not doing it like Columbus, because he didn't discover no land. He took somebody else's land and claimed that it was his, and he discovered it. But anyways, this is not a history lesson. Okay. I see that you have some sort of secret recipe, formula, or discovery to share with others. And for some reason, there's like this domino effect that seems larger than life. And that's where the shock factor or the surprise comes in when you discover that you have the power to do this. For some of you, it could be some sort of surprising yourself in regards to you handing the baton over to someone else, or you being given complete control and dominion over something. Again, I don't know why I keep being brought to land. This could be a metaphor, or this could be literal. For some of you, this could be about some sort of land that you acquire in this lifetime could really be surprising to you. As I said that, I saw like mountains and hills. So for some of you, it could have to do with like huge plots of land, ownership, discoveries, maybe even farmland, Or for some of you, you could be surprising yourself this lifetime by starting your own community. And no, I'm not talking about culty vibes. Oh my gosh. People always are so quick to run to the concept of a cult, but it's like, what is every other country that is governed by either a dictator or whatever that's following some sort of rules? Like, it's literally in the word culture. So I'm not getting anything weird. I just feel like this is a new place to create. This is not only a new place to create or a new space to build, but there's a sense of community and connectivity. And this feels like real life. Like, yeah, this could be talking about you surprising yourself with your online community, or people that you meet online, but this feels very personal. This feels very like in your face, shaking your hand, signing real papers. Like, little to no electronics is another thing that's kind of being specified here, actually. This could be off-grid living or farming type of living that you could be surprising yourself with in this lifetime. I definitely do see you being some sort of a conductor. And what I mean by that is someone who creates something and it fuels, assists, or is purchased by other people. For some of you, when I just said fuels or assists, this could be a natural resource that you gain ownership of. Okay, like let's say that it is some sort of land and you discover that there's motherfucking oil or diamonds or something, you know? And of course, I'm using extreme examples here, but your life is a beautiful mystery of its own. So your discoveries will be even more exciting than what I'm mentioning here. Okay. You could be also surprising yourself in this life by creating jobs for other people or by having employers. I see you discovering a problem and then becoming the solution. And this impacts quite a few people, I have to admit. You have a large impact on a fairly large amount of people is really what I'm getting here. For some of you, this could be as simple as words that you share, or information that you share, or a product that you share. But it's pretty big. If I'm being quite honest, it is coming through as pretty big. What other details can we add for my group number 1 in regards to how they will be surprising themselves in this lifetime? We have fire element, desire, the number 37. This really backs up what I was talking about in regards to some sort of natural resource. This group here, it really has something to do with land, farming, resources, discoveries, potential. Maybe you find something that people claim is trash, but you turn it into a treasure. That's another thing too. The way that you transform something, or the way that something is given to you and you alter it. This is how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime. This has to do with your impact over other other people, places, and things. Like, just because you took ownership of this thing, now it's at its prime. Now it's at its peak potential. This could even be, again, I said you maybe popularizing something. You could have a hand in creating something like similar to Disney. Even if it's not similar to Disney, you know, I can only use examples that I'm familiar with. So you could have your hands in some sort of theme park creation, or some sort of resort or getaway. One more card. How will my group number ones be surprising themselves in this lifetime? The Hierophant. Yes, and it does have to do with like the law becoming familiar with you. Like, you could be extremely involved with the government, law, high society, rules, regulations. You could be the reason or on the committee for certain standing systems. I really see that you'll be surprising yourself in this lifetime because you'll be some sort of overseer. Someone who has the power to allow or not allow something. I just realized, yeah, the word allow is right there. You will have power or control over how close people are allowed to get to something valuable. This could even be talking about you owning your own fencing company, you know, like literally creating fences around important things so that people can't get too close to it. This could, you could also be involved in the creation of something pretty sacred, like a sacred temple, place, space. Or you could discover something that gets placed in a museum or something like this. Okay? But this is all that I have for my group number ones in regards to how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime. Let me know in the comment section down below how it resonates for you. I look forward to reading your comments. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, first link in the description box. Second link to join us on Patreon. I don't know. Am I going to put this reading on Patreon? I don't know. I'm just doing this reading and seeing where I want to put it. So we'll see where it ends up. If you want to donate to the channel, there is a P.O. box as well as a virtual tip jar in the description box down below. I thank you for being here, and I will talk to you next time. Número dos, group number 2. Let's go ahead and find out, how are you going to be surprising yourself in this lifetime? How will my group number 2s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 2s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 2s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 2s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? Group number 2, how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime. It has to do with scheduling, time management, and other people. I'm really getting here that you could be on some sort of like, you could be part of some sort of publicity stunt or committee for someone else, or you could be someone's public relations manager. Okay, so PR, marketing, management, things of that nature are coming through here, as well as scheduling. This has to do with the way that someone or something like a company shows up in the world. You will be playing an extremely vital role. I'm getting that this role is a lot bigger than what you expected or what you think. I'm getting like you could be close to prime ministers, presidents, people that have acquired a lot of land or have made a name for themselves. You will know where they are. You will know where they're going. It's also giving like a Secret Service kind of vibe here. Also, yeah, like you'll have intel or information to help someone avoid certain things or places or people or drama or trauma, or you will know exactly when to place someone or something to be right in the mix of some sort of action. This could also be film and direction that you could be participating in, having your hands in the pot. Creative direction of some sort is coming through here, as well as stage decor, placement, stage setups, staging. Yeah, staging. So this lets me know that you are in charge of timing, placement, again, public relations, how it shows up in the world, how its public image is perceived by the majority. You could be someone's representative, or something that you are representing is fairly large and in charge and important to people. For some of you, I'm seeing you could be bringing some sort of vehicle or car or transportation to the forefront. Something that's pretty forward thinking. Like, are you contributing to flying cars? It's finally being presented to us that we were supposed to have way before now. Okay. Or again, a new form of transportation, or this feels like also a new bit of information or technology that really advances us, really pushes us forward, takes us ahead. But for some reason, it seems to come from something pretty simple or archaic. Or this could be you taking something old and modernizing it. I'm really seeing a lot of fast moving transportation. So this could be another way that you're surprising yourself in this life, is how quickly you move or travel, or the fast car that you own or have or create. Or for some of you, shit, are you contributing to time travel in some way, shape, or form, or at least the foundation of it? But this does feel pretty top secret. You will definitely have access to information and intel that the majority of the population don't know. Or they not even don't know, but like they don't even know that it exists, but it's a part of your everyday life. Something like that. What else? What other info can we get here? What other info can we get here for my group number 2s? And how they will be surprising themselves in this lifetime. Could also have to do, I'm seeing for some of you, very specific message, not for all, maybe. But you could be switching your mode of transportation. Like I'm seeing you going from like one mode of transportation to like going on foot or by horse or coming up with some sort of shoe that makes walking like you could walk forever. Your feet don't feel it. There's something here about that. Tell me more about my group number 2s and how they will be surprising themselves in this lifetime. We have Sun Spirit. I'm hearing that song. I don't know it that well, but person goes speechless. But you're going to have people speechless with what you do, create, or discover, or bring to the table. Could also have something to do, could be in relation to the handicapped or the disabled, deaf, blind people, providing some sort of structure or creating something for them to be able to do something that they've never been able to do before. Oh, yeah. And as I say that, we have the Fool. So definitely something new, a new contribution to the world. Interesting. I said a new contribution to the world, and you have the Fool here, and at the bottom of the deck is the World. So you have the first major arcana and the last major arcana. So that could also have something to do with your message too. The first and the last. Something could only exist through you. You could be the one and the only. Oh yeah. Sun, like the number 1. You could be the one and the only person to break this record or achieve this or go here or know this person or meet this or become this. You will be the only one. Like, that's a big one. You'll be the only one. Whether this be the only one in your family, the only one, period. But it's like something starts and ends with you. Could have to do with like a reputation too. Because like talking about the only one, like Bob Marley, he's up there in like the Michael Jacksons of the world kind of category. Like it's only a few of them and you will never be able to recreate what they've done, their contributions to the world. You can add to it, but they're the only one. Ain't no touching that. And that is all that I have for my group number 2s. Let me know in the comment section down below how this reading resonates for you. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a P.O. box as well as a virtual tip jar. Very first link in the description box to book a personal reading. Second link in the description box takes you to Patreon if you want content that you'll never catch here on the main channel. I don't even know where I'm putting this video, but I'm just going to present it as if I'm putting it on the main channel, and we'll determine where it ends up later. Okay. Maybe I'll do like Patreon gets access to it first and then everybody else can see it later. I don't know yet. We'll see. But this is all that I have for you. And until next time, take care, be well. Ta-ta. Numero 3, group number 3. Whoa there. Whoa there. Hold up, horsey. Sorry, group number 3. That was an alarm going off. So that's relevant because it happened as soon as I started your reading. Okay. So let's see here. I'm excited. Talk to me about my group number 3s and how they will be surprising themselves in this lifetime. How will my group number 3s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 3s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 3s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? How will my group number 3s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? Okay. All right. So first things first, I'm the realist. Okay, but wait, no, stop planting. All right. So what I'm seeing here, first thing that came through is you redefining something or reinstating something or rebranding something. You have some sort of significant contributions to something being brought from just an idea to manifesting into like a major corporation. This is like you contributing to something that ends up being like Walmart, Target, Disney, Six Flags, touristy attractions. Okay. But even if it's not in relation to that, I want to talk about what I was getting in the very first instance. It's you rehabilitating someone or something. And it's got everything to do with your feminine energy. That really stood out to me with the way that these cards came out. If you notice, they're ombre from like this pink to white, pink to white, pink to white. And even though 2 of the 3 cards are feminine and one of them is masculine energy, Aries is masculine energy. This Aries energy is coming through as very feminine right now, which makes a lot of sense with it being clarified by the moon and the King of Pentacles. This is something that is nurtured into a new reality or a new realm or a new existence or a new energy. This could be you literally rehabilitating people that thought that they can never walk, talk, speak, think again for themselves. Or this is you really contributing to people feeling like there's a reset on their life. You're really helping people to get organized is something that I'm seeing here. How you're surprising yourself in this lifetime has to do with you being a walking reset button. And I feel like you're able to do this in a lot of places, more in a lot of places, a lot of spaces. It goes beyond the imagination as well. You'll be surprising yourself in this lifetime with how real you make thoughts, dreams become and feel. You'll also be surprising yourself in this lifetime by bringing something into fruition or reality. Maybe you had a dream about something, and once you had that dream, it sparked a flame or a fire in you as God intended. And you pursued it, and then you made it happen. You'll be surprising yourself in this lifetime because of specific details that you get that give you a sense of direction. And it also tells you the speed in which you should be going, or it gives you the ratio of the recipe. There's something here about you get some sort of foundational energy to start with, or some details to start with, and you commit to it wholeheartedly. Emphasis on the wholeheartedly, because again, that feminine energy, you nurture this to life with whatever little teensy weensy information or details you were given. You take it so far. It's like you get inspired by one sentence. I don't know why I'm seeing like a 4-word statement or a 4 to 5 word quote that you see, feel, hear, experience, and it ends up contributing to you starting your own business. So how you're surprising yourself in this lifetime is how you take something so small, like faith the size of a mustard seed, and create everything from that. But the major emphasis here, the shock factor, the surprise, comes from how little information or inspiration you were given and how huge it becomes. It's like the seed that's planted and grows an oak tree. Something seemingly so small and insignificant in your life becomes your whole reason for existing. Or something that could have been easily overlooked is the reason why you succeed. How might group number 3s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? Earth element, stability. As I just talked about, that big old oak tree that you're growing. For some of you, it's about how you turn around your karma. Because, I don't know, I feel like the reason why I say that is because someone here believes that they're facing some sort of like detrimental karma from a past life or something like this here, or like generational. I don't even know the word. But basically, it's something you feel you either brought onto yourself or your lineage brought onto you. That it's like it wasn't even your responsibility, it wasn't even your fault, but you're paying for it anyways. And what you do with that, because you start off with either little to nothing and make it huge, everything. For some of you, it's like you feel like you started off with a bad hand, or you feel like you started off in the negatives and you end up past infinity. Wow. Yeah. The Emperor. Ownership. You know what's crazy? I was going to say, because this came out and I saw the number 38 and I was like, that reminds me of group number 1 when they had the number 37, which is close to 38, obviously. And now I have to actually confirm and say that you might want to check out group number 1, because the word culture here is really standing out. And that's a huge word that was used in group number 1. So definitely check out group number 1. If this reading resonates for you, it will give you a little bit more intel, information, and insight to how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime. But the Emperor talks about material power and protection, good omens, status, and abundance. This has to do with you being in control or in power. From the start of seemingly nothing. This is almost like you making a mountain out of a molehill, but in a good way. Like it's giving, yeah, like the Princess and the Pea kind of vibes. Like something doesn't sit right with you. Something doesn't vibe with you. Excuse me. Okay, confirmation for sure. And so because you just can't let it go, what you create or build from it amazes you, because you're like, I'm so glad that I didn't give up or let this go or just be like everyone else and let time pass me by while I just observe. You're a real lifer, an action taker. And you're going to be so grateful and so blessed that you did. All right. This is all that I have for my group number 3. Is this group number 3? I think so. Group number 3, group number 4. Who am I talking to? This is group number 3, I think. Yeah, this is group number 3. Stop. Don't try to trip me up. I know who I'm talking to. Okay. Thank you for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, first link in the description box. If you're interested in joining us on Patreon for content that you won't catch here on the main channel, that's the second link in the description box, even though I haven't decided if I'm going to give this video to Patreon or the main channel. But I'm letting Spirit lead the way. Maybe I'll give it to Patreon first and then give it to the main channel. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But if you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a P.O. box as well as a virtual tip jar in the description box down below as well. And this is all that I have for you. Ta-ta for now. Group number 4. Let's go ahead and get into your reading to discover how you are going to be surprising yourself in this lifetime. How will my group number 4s be surprising themselves in this lifetime? Group number 4, how will they be surprising themselves in this lifetime? This dice just fell into my lap on Jupiter, so Jupiter is significant. Jupiter falling in the lap, it's like, how did I get so lucky? Yeah. Okay. Group number 4, how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime. First thing I was getting was either who you become a parent to, like your own child will be surprising you in this lifetime, like who they become in this life, or just like how they look. Something about your own child will really surprise you in this lifetime. And that feels so beautiful to say. I don't know, like something about the feminine side of you. Oh my gosh. Could be also who you conceive a child with. I was also getting who discovers you or who you inspire surprises you. Who you marry surprises you. This is about social circles. Like, how did I end up here? How did I get here? How did you hear about me? Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, this feels so comforting, so supportive. So what surprises you in this lifetime is how loved you're going to feel and how much love you're going to experience and put out into the world. I see that there's a transition at some point in your life where you're trying to figure out things. And then the least expected happens. And it changes everything. I see the transformation or the reconfiguration has a lot to do with the things that you really care about. I notice here that there will be an overhaul, or you will leave or abandon some aspect of yourself, or leave or abandon a dream or something that you thought that you wanted once you realize it's not what you want. And when you do that, you open up the world of possibilities to you. The chances that you take, the mistakes that you make, they're all leading you to something extremely grand. Especially if family is something that's really important to you, or you may not even know how important family is to you. That's what will be surprising you in this lifetime. Conceiving a child or children, the person that you choose to settle down with, the place in which you decide to build a home, start a family, or with whom you decide to build a home and start a family with. And this lets me know that it's coming extremely unexpectedly and by surprise. Like, you couldn't even predict this if you wanted to. But you're being told to enjoy the ride. Wow. Talk to me a little bit more about my group number 4s and how they will be surprising themselves in this lifetime. Taurus, I have the number 14, temperance energy. Yeah, like what time presents you with, what you have ownership of, the people that you love. And also, yeah, so what surprises you in this life is what brings you immense fulfillment and joy. It's going to surprise you. It's like you get to this point in life and you just kind of sit back and appreciate it. And you're like, I never in a million years thought that this would make me happy. Yet here I am, the happiest I've ever been. We have El Diablo. Don't lose yourself in temptation and indulgence in sensual pleasures. Be honest and clear to yourself. This could also have to do with sobriety. Oh my gosh. 14, and I said what? It reminded me of who? Temperance. And look who's at the bottom of the deck. Temperance, which says real change takes time. And as such, your ability to exercise patience and self-control are infinite virtues. You'll be surprising yourself in this life when you finally release. Because again, there's something over here about having to step from one version of yourself into the truest version of yourself. I really see you clinging on to a version of yourself that's not really who you are, to your core. And when you let that go, excuse me. And when you let that go, I've been burping and sneezing in your reading. That's significant because I was not doing that in anybody else's reading. Wow. When you finally release that version of yourself that you tell yourself that you have to be and actually step into who you are and your real truths, you will be so, so happy. There's something here about a release, like feeling relieved or like a weight off of your shoulder or off your chest or something like this for the first time in a long time or the first time ever. And this is how you will be surprising yourself in this lifetime, group number 4. Definitely could have something to do with dropping addictions. And addictions can look like a lot of different things, not just the substances. So always keep that in mind. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Damn. And if it's not you yourself with your own addictions and things, maybe you're releasing someone that you were trying to help. And once you let that go, you're like, you know what? This is the best thing for me. This is all that I have for my group number 4. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sending you so much love, so much life. And until next time, take care. Be well.